Hey everybody, it's John with another Wildwood Worden video. This time I was trimming in my front yard. I was cutting some branches off my oak trees. You can see here, when I went to clean up the brush, I saw what looks like the little puffball from Horton Hears a Who. So you see this little puffball is actually attached to the stick on the tree. And it looks fake. At first I thought it might have been like one of the dog toys or something got out in the brush before I cleaned it up. But it's actually attached to the branch completely. So I went in and it's kind of, well, it feels like cotton and everything. So I wasn't sure what it was, and especially with the pink dots, it makes it look really like it's, what do you think, Muncie? So I went in, did some research, and found out it is from a wood sower wasp. It's about an 1/8 inch tiny wasp. It's harmless to people. It looks like basically looks like a flea with wings. They lay their larvae on the branch, and the larva makes this. So inside this is going to be what looks like seeds, and inside those seeds is actually the larva of the wasp. Now the interesting thing is, this wasp won't do this every year. The offspring of this particular wasp will make one that alternates and is different from this one. It'll be a leaf gall. It'll be attached to leaf next time. Bushy onesie. And where this one is a stem gall. So each year, each generation does its own thing. Now let me see if I can break this open. Kind of hate to wreck it. I've never seen it before. There you go. Right there. So inside those seeds, they're calling them seeds, they're not really seeds, is a protective thing that goes around the tiny little, I'll close it back up. It feels spiky when you squeeze on it. Not sharp spiky, but it feels like there's little bumps. So inside each one of those little seed-looking things is where the larva lives, and it's a little tiny white worm-looking thing with no legs or anything and just a blob for a head. So in about 3 weeks, they'll hatch out of there and become the wool sower gall wasp. Here's another example of a gall. This one is what I typically find. I find these quite often. We'll break this one off. So this is what's inside these when you break them open. I did have there we go. So all this stuff spun by the larva and puts it in a protective cocoon. Now this one here has got a hole in the back right there. And actually when I broke this open, I don't know if you saw it in the video, but a earwig ran out of it. So the earwig probably got in there and ate the larva out of it. But I've seen these on trees quite a bit, this type of gall. So that's a gall wasp as well. And here is a newer style one, or not newer, but a fresher one. So that's what they look like when they're fresh. So we got the Horton Hears a Who style one, and then there's this one. Now see, this one is on the leaf. So this is a leaf gall, where the other one was a stem gall. According to what I read, you can't tell which generation is going to do what. But you can see when we break this open, it's just got all this stringy stuff. So what appears to be a plant at first is actually spun by an insect larva. So it's kind of like a cocoon. Interesting stuff, and Mother Nature is awesome, even at the lowest level. So there it is. That's another example of a gall, but that one is on the leaf. See how it's growing right off the leaf like that? So that's a leaf gall. The Horton Hears a Who style one was a stem gall, but a stem gall can also look like that as well. We'll see you next time on Wildwood Worden.